Hello and welcome back. Now, before we can begin with our hands-on session on Spark streaming, it is very important to set up the environment. And for this setup, we will use our local machine, which requires at least 8 GB of RAM and 50 GB of space. Now, this whole environment would be set up on Docker. You don't need any prior Docker experience to set up this environment. Just follow along the steps very carefully. We would be setting up Jupyter Lab with PySpark and Kafka. Now, if you have not seen the previous video of this series, I would recommend you to go back and watch the playlist from the beginning. And if you want to learn PySpark along with performance optimization, check out our playlist PySpark Zero to Hero. So without any delay, let's begin. Now, in order to begin with the setup, you first need to install Docker Desktop. You can go to this website docker.com products Docker Desktop in order to install the Docker Desktop. You can install Docker Desktop on both Mac and Linux. Once your Docker Desktop is installed successfully, you will see an app installed like this. If you go to the containers, you will see all the containers listed. Now, for you, it might be blank because that's a fresh installation. You can see all of my containers listed here. Now, once we complete our installation, our new container would be included in this list. Next, you have to come to this GitHub URL, which is github.com/subhamkarwal. You go to the repository Docker images. Once you expand this repository, you can see multiple folders for the Docker images. In order to set up, we first need to download or clone this repository. Now, if you know Git, you can clone this repository. If you are not aware of Git, just download the zip file here and extract it in a location on your local machine. Once your extraction is complete, you will see some folders like this. We are interested about PySpark Jupyter Kafka. So let's go into this folder. Now you will see one Docker Compose file. The use of this file is to set up our container. It will download any images that is required and will set up our container in Docker Desktop. Now, to do this, first open the command prompt. Okay, once your command prompt is there, you just need to type docker compose up. And once you hit enter, it would take some time and it will start running. Now, for me, the images are already downloaded. This is why the container is up and running so quickly. But in your case, it might take some time based on your internet connection. It will download some images, then it will start up your container. And yes, once your container is up and running, you will see something like this. You'll see the container names up and running, said created, and you will see some logs like this. Now, let's go back to the Docker Desktop. Now, I'm in my Docker Desktop. You can see one new group of container created, which is PySpark Jupyter Kafka. If I expand this, you can see 3 containers. The first one is ed-Zookeeper, the second one is ed-Kafka, and the third one is our Jupyter Lab environment with PySpark. Don't worry about Kafka and Zookeeper for now. We will see Kafka and Zookeeper when we start learning about the streaming using Kafka. For now, we will only deal with the installation part. In order to complete the PySpark Jupyter Lab environment, let's open the Jupyter Lab in the port 8888. So for that, I'll go to my Chrome and I'll type localhost and I'll type 8888. And when I expand this, you can see a screen like this. Now, for the first time setup, you need to know a token and you need to set up your password. So to do that, let's go back to our Jupyter Desktop and click on the PySpark Jupyter Lab. Once you do this, you'll see a lot of logs. Now, in the bottom, you will see a link here where it says token equal to, and you can see a token. Just copy the token from here. So be very careful while copying it. You should not copy any spaces. So I'll copy this. And let's go back to our Chrome and paste the token here. Now you can set up a new password. I'll set up 1234 and I'll click login and set up new password. Once done, you will be into a fresh installation of Jupyter Lab. Let's create a folder that we will use for our whole course. So I'll create a folder called Spark Streaming and I'll expand this. Now let us test if our Jupyter Lab is properly set up with PySpark or not. To do this, I'll right click and create a new notebook. I'll use the Python 3 kernel. Now to check if our PySpark setup is complete or not, let's create a Spark session. So from our PySpark course, we know how to create PySpark session, right? So I'll not explain and directly write that code. Awesome, the execution completed. Let's check the version and the UI for our Spark session. So I'll just write Spark and run this. You can see the version is 3.3.0. Let's verify the Spark UI. To do that, I'll just write localhost and in place of 8080, I'll write 4040. If I run this, you can see the Spark UI is also working. So our Jupyter Lab and PySpark is working great. Next, we'll validate our Kafka. in order to validate the Kafka, we first need to get inside that container. To do this, you just click on ed-kafka and you go to this will provide us a terminal to interact with the Kafka container. Now, to do this, you can also write docker command in order to do it, but this is the most easiest and convenient way. So I'll first change the sail to bash, so I'll write bin/bash. This is done. Let's validate the Kafka topics that are available. Now, don't worry about the terms that I'm using right now. We'll look into it when we discuss about Kafka. For now, just follow along to validate if your installation is done properly or not. So I'll write Kafka, and to list the topics, I'll write list, and I'll provide the bootstrap-server ed kafka 9092, and I'll press enter. Right now, there are no topics created. Let's create one just to validate if it works perfectly. So I'll run the same command, but this time in place of list, I'll change it to create, and I'll type topic and the name of the topic, which is test topic. I'll just hit enter. It says topic created. Let's validate with our list command. I'll run this again. Awesome. I can see the topic name listed here. Great. Our Kafka installation is also working perfectly. And now if you are unsure about what I'm talking right now, don't worry about it. We'll discuss Kafka in detail when we look into Kafka. For now, you just need to do the steps to validate that your installation is done perfectly. The last thing is to stop the container. You just need to go back and you need to click on stop. And this will stop all your containers that are running in your Docker. And with this, it completes the installation that is required for our streaming hands-on. In our next session, we are going to cover up some of the theories that is required to get us started. Till then, keep learning, keep sharing, keep growing.